was just saying that we're small in numbers, is all I was saying. I wasn't
Big and hard.
picking on you.
Tim FURYK, thank you for joining us. So, your tournament, you come out here, you're tied for the lead. Kind of what does that mean for you?
I mean, a lot of fun, a lot of support out there, a lot of folks just saying they're having a good time, and it's good to see the community come out and actually really enjoy it. Got a lot of positive comments from the players and the caddies, so we're excited, and we just couldn't be, a week ago thinking about what could have been, and with Hurricane Ian here, we're very, very lucky. I know other folks, Naples and that area, really got, really got pounded, and our hearts are out to them, and but we feel blessed that, the weather's perfect, we're having a great event, and hopefully it stays that way the next couple of days.
And then, what was working today for your game?
I putted very well. I got off to a little bit of a rough start, kind of off the tee, not real good drives early on. In the middle of the round, I actually hit the ball really solid. Kind of felt like me of old a little bit, and hit a bunch of fairways and greens, and felt really good about my game. We had a pretty good weight on 13T, and I kind of flared one out in the right rough, and then never really regained that feel with the driver again. It hit some bad drives on the way in, but hit some really good solid iron shots, some good wedges, and I made a bunch of putts today. So I think 6 birdies out there, and the golf course got, I don't know what you want to call it, crispy, crunchy. It was firm, it was fast, the greens were lightning. You saw a lot of balls rolling off greens, and I was able to kind of get enough done and got some good breaks. And when I did hit some bad drives, got some good breaks, and had some holes to hit the ball through. And I made 2 or 3 really exciting escapes, we'll say, where somehow I managed to fit it through a window and get it back in play. Yeah, I hit a bad drive over there, and no excuse. It was an awful, awful drive, kind of low left. Rolled over there. I was kind of in between 2 trees and got in a little hole in the sand, and I was thinking about just kind of putting it, like rolling it out in the fairway, and I wedged it, was able to kind of wedge it through a little gap out there, and then I hit a sand wedge to about a foot and tapped in for par. So that was one of the probably 3 escapes today, we'll say.
That's a heck of a highlight. You had, looks like one boo-boo on, I can't see this very well.
It was 5, yeah. I hit a 3-wood off the tee and drove it in the left bunker, and I hit it decent. I was a little under the lip, hit a decent shot kind of on the front of the green, and blew the first putt way by the hole, and missed it coming back. But I know that green, I know that putt, even though it's uphill, it's fast, and yet I still managed to blow it way by.
How difficult is it to put away everything that you've done for the last 1 year and then step inside the ropes? Is it a calming effect? Is it like finally?
I didn't really think much about it. I played well in the event last year and finished 4th, and I was happy with the way I scored and played and got the ball in the hole. And thinking back on it, I felt like, people talk about it, there are a lot of distractions, and my mind is on other things. And sometimes I say, like, Tabitha and the kids don't travel full time with me anymore, but when they did, it was great to have them out there, because when I was at the golf course, I was hyper focused on what I was doing and on my job and playing. But as soon as I left the golf course and I hopped in the car, and you've got 2 kids and your family, I just forgot about golf. And it was actually good for me that my mind wasn't always racing and always grinding on my game. And I think that's a lot what this week is. When I'm off the golf course, like now, I really should go hit some drivers, but I'm not going to. But I'm thinking about, we've got our celebrities finishing. I want to go over there. We have a little party for the caddies tonight. I want to stop by. I'm going to go do a cocktail party downtown for Constellation. I'm thinking about other things, and I think it's kind of healthy. It gets my mind away from golf, and then when I do step in the ropes, then I just, I'm locked in and try to flip the switch.
Speaking of that, on 13 today, you did have a backup.
Yeah.
You did jump in and say hello to
Yeah.
Tony and Ben.
Well, I saw Ben and I saw Tony this morning. I hadn't yet seen Josh or Jerome, and so they were right there. We had two groups on the tee, so I was going to run over, and then I got to see them hit some tee shots. They all hit it good. They all played pretty darn good. So I guess they birdied. They both groups birdied the first birdie 10. So I'm anxious to see kind of them finish and just give them a hug. And I really appreciate them taking their time to come down here for us. It was really cool.
Looks like you had 6 birdies.
6 birdies.
Was that hitting close, or was that making
making some putts. I mean, I on the par fives on the first side, on the front, it was kind of getting the ball close for birdie, you know, 5 feet in. The other four were, you know, 15, 20 footers where I made some good putts. It's hard. I'll tell you what, on this golf course right now with some pins on the edges, it's hard to get the ball real close. You're going to have to make some 10, 15, 20 footers out of here, because it's like playing Pinehurst a little bit, where if they do get a pin towards the edge, and you get on the short side, it is taken off, and it's going to be tough to make par. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks. Appreciate it.